Hey everyone, it's Nicole from Healthy NYC. Welcome. Today we're going to be practicing a beautiful morning flow to connect with our breath, get the energy moving, and set our intention for the day. I'm going to be using any props for this practice, but it's always a good idea to have two blocks close by. Let's get started in a wide-legged child's pose. So big toes together, knees apart. Walk your palms forward and place your forehead down on the mat. Just take a few moments here, settling into the pose. Trying to relax your body, letting gravity do the work. Three more rounds of breath. Let's come up to tabletop. So your knees are going to be under your hips. Your wrists are lying under your shoulders. Your fingers are spreading nice and wide. Elbows are straight. Let's take a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Take a few more at your own pace with your own breath. Feeling a nice stretch in your shoulders, your spine. Take one more full round. And let's come back to a neutral spine. We're moving into puppy pose, so keep your knees as they are underneath your hips. Crawl the palms forward, arms are nice and straight. Place your forehead down on the mat. Hug in your lower belly and press your chest towards the mat. Let's walk the hands back in and move into our first downward dog. Curling the toes under, hips are going up and back. Your hands and feet are at hip width distance. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Elbows are straight and you can relax your head and neck. Take any movement that feels good in your body. And on an inhale, let's ripple forward through plank. Shoulders over your wrists. Exhale back into your downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog, last one. Inhale through to your plank. Let's hold here. We're going to pivot over on your right foot, balancing on the right hand, left arm going up to the sky for our side plank. You can stay here or place your right knee down on the mat. Looking wherever is comfortable for your neck. Take two more breaths, moving into forearm plank. So with control, left forearm comes down, right forearm comes down. Try to create a nice long line with your body, not creasing too much in the back. Shoulder blades are down. more breaths. And let's carefully lower down on our bellies for Sphinx Pose. Elbows are under your shoulders. Lifting the chest. If there's any compression or tension or pinching in your lower back, just walk your hands forward. Let's inhale and exhale down. Let's move back into our downward dog. 3 breaths here. Really spreading the fingers wide. Getting a nice stretch in your shoulders and upper back. When you're ready, let's inhale forward through to plank pose. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Last one. Inhale to plank. Let's hold. Moving into side plank on the left side. So pivot over on your left foot. Right arm is reaching up to the sky. Take 2 more breaths here. Moving back into our forearm plank. So your right forearm is down, your left forearm is down on the mat. Hugging in your lower belly. Three more breaths. And let's lower down into Sphinx Pose. Take an inhale and exhale down. Press back into downward dog. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Right leg rises. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Straighten the right leg. And let's step it through, moving into our high lunge. So your back toes are curled under. Your knee is aligned with your ankle on the right. Use your abs to come all the way up. Generous bend in the front knee. Your torso is over your hips. Arms are facing up to the sky, really feeling that energy moving all the way from your feet, up through your fingers. Let's bring our hands to heart center, and we're going to move into our high lunge prayer twist. So twisting over to the right, placing your left elbow gently on top of your right knee, pressing your hands together firmly towards the center of your chest. Nice strong pose, right shoulder is down. Take one more breath, look down towards the mat, place both hands down on the mat, and let's straighten our front leg for a variation of pyramid pose. You can place your hands down on the mat or on your blocks, pressing into that back foot, scooping the left hip forward. Take one more breath. Start to bend into that front knee, and let's take our flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You could take cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg rises. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Both shoulders are pressing down. Straighten that left leg, and let's carefully step through, moving into our high lunge. Nice strong core to come all the way up. Bending into your front knee. Let's circle the arms, bring your hands to heart center. We're moving into our high lunge prayer twist on the left. So placing your right elbow gently on top of your left knee, pressing both hands together. You can always place your knee down here. Take one more breath, look down towards the mat, both hands down, straighten your front leg for a variation of pyramid pose. Keeping engagement in your back foot. You can bend your left knee if your hamstrings are tight. Let's take 3 more breaths. Bend into your front knee, both hands down, and let's move through our flow. Inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and exhale downward dog. Let's take a seat down on the mat. We're going to move into a seated twist. So cross your right leg over your left. All 4 corners of that foot are down on the mat. Hug into your knee. Inhale your right arm up and move into the twist on an exhale. Try to keep a nice flat back here. Hugging in your lower belly to create more space. And let's move to the other side. So your left leg is crossing over the right. Hug into your left knee. Inhale the left arm up. And exhale into your twist. Let's let that go and lie down on our backs. Moving into reclined pigeon pose. So cross your right ankle over the left. You can either keep your left foot down on the mat or grab onto the back of your thigh. Take some nice deep breaths into your right hip. Let's switch sides. Let's gently let that go and move into a spinal twist. So your hips are moving over to the right side of your mat. Drop your knees over to the left so you can place your right arm out to the side. Collarbones are facing up to the sky. You can either look straight up or towards your right hand if you'd like a stretch in your neck. Trying to relax your upper body. Let's come all the way back up and switch sides. Knees are dropping over to the right. Left arm is stretched out. Breathing into your lower back. Let's come back to center. Bring your knees in towards your chest. You can either stay here or take happy baby by grabbing onto the outside edges of both feet or your two big toes. Elbows are on the inside. You can use them to gently press your hips open a bit further. Tailbone is pressing down into the mat. Take 3 more breaths. And moving into Savasana, our final resting pose. Both legs outstretched down on the mat. Your shoulders are down, palms facing up to the sky. Using this opportunity to totally relax your body. Start to breathe a little bit deeper, bringing some movement back into the body by wiggling our fingers and toes, turning our head from side to side. Put your arms up over your head for a nice big morning stretch. Carefully rolling over to one side, keeping the eyes closed. Push yourself up to a comfortable seated position, focusing inward. Bringing your hands to heart center. Let's take one more breath together to close our practice. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Let me know what you thought of this flow in the comments and keep an eye out for new videos on Tuesdays. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.